Hi guys, let's play a 4-player game of Terra Mystica. Here I'm using the DIGIDICED app, and I'm playing against 3 AI players. Here I'm the second player to choose my faction. The first player, the first AI, has chosen halflings, and now I'm second to choose. So let's have a look at the round scoring bonus tiles. So in round 1, we get 3 points for building a trading post. In round 2, 4 points for building temples. In round 3, we get 5 victory points for building a sanctuary or a stronghold. And in round 4, we get 2 points for each dig we perform. And in round 5, 5 points again for each sanctuary and stronghold. And in the final round, round 6, we get 2 points for each dwelling we build. And also we have the income part of the bonus tiles here, the round scoring tiles here. So in round 1, for each 4 steps up the water cult, we're going to get 1 dig. In round 2, for each priest we have down in the cult tracks, we get 2 coins. In round 3, for each 2 steps up the air cult, we're going to get 1 worker. In round 4, for each 1 step up the earth cult, we get 1 coin. And in round 5, for each 2 steps up the fire cult, we're going to get 1 worker. And of course, at the end of round 6, there's no income bonus here. So we have, in round 1, we're building trading posts. And in round 3, we have Sanctuary Stronghold. I'm thinking of trying the Alchemists. Now, the Alchemists usually will build their stronghold in round 1, but I'm going to go for a temple opening, even though the temple bonus is in round 2, and then go for my stronghold in round 3. I'm going to try the temple opening for the Alchemists and see how well I score with it. Maybe I can upgrade my digs too for here, so I can take advantage of this bonus in round 4. Just check whether the bonus tiles here suit the Alchemists. Now, Alchemists can use as many coins as they like. They have a special ability which allows them to convert victory points into coins. So they have an almost unlimited supply of coins. And here in the bonus cards, there's very few coins available. There's the ones that are out of the game are the 6 coin bonus card and the 4 coin with 1 step up the one of the cult tracks. So we don't have a lot of coins on offer with these bonuses. We have a lot of power. And as far as scoring tiles goes, this one, start on this side. We have 3 points for each shipping range you have, and then 1 point for each dwelling you have at the end of the round when you exchange the bonus card. And then here, 2 points for each trading post you have when you exchange your bonus card. And we also have a dig, which might be useful for the Alchemists. So let's choose the Alchemists and see how we get on with that, with the temple opening rather than the stronghold opening. A stronghold is very good for the Alchemists. It provides 6 coins per round, I think, and gives you an immediate 12 power. So we're going to choose our location now. Just check our the other races that have been chosen. So initially, the first AI chose halflings, which is, if I just open up my game board here, we can see halflings is a neighbor to the Alchemists. So they would be competing for our territory. We would really want to get the brown hexes, and they want to get the black hexes. Now let's see what the other 2 have chosen. Now I see we have mermaids and we have dwarfs. So mermaids are blue and dwarfs are gray. So obviously we need to stay away from the mermaids as well. So we are sort of sandwiched in here between the brown and the blue, which have both been picked by 2 AI players. But if we can get next to the dwarfs, we can work well with those because they're not going to compete for our territory. So if we go over to the eastern continent away from where the halflings are building over here, and we hope the dwarves provide us a neighbor here, and then the game should go okay. But if that doesn't happen, we could be in trouble. We could still aim for a center spot, but we're going to be battling perhaps with the halflings who might decide to go here. So first of all, I'm going to place here, thinking about I don't want to get the mermaids next to me here and blocking my, because if I open up the game board again, we can see that brown and blue are the easiest for me to terraform. So it'd be very easy with these two black spots to join them up by going around here. We have brown and blue here to form a town. Now, if I place here before the mermaid's place, they might choose to be my neighbor and place here and therefore block my town. So I'm going to place my first one here, hoping that one of the dwarves placements is here, also hoping that the second one is here, and then I can go here and hoping that mermaids don't place here. If I place here first, they're not going to see me as a neighbor. So, and then if dwarfs place here and here, I'll have two neighbors if I then place here. So I don't think that will happen. That would be an ideal outcome, but we will see. So first dwelling goes here to, if to avoid having mermaids as a neighbor. If they choose to be my neighbor here, it's not great, but it's not so important because it's not going to block my town. This is my primary goal, to join this to make a town. So, and certainly the second dwelling doesn't need to go here. I can place it here or in the middle here, which I will strongly consider because I can make two towns here, actually, yes, very, very easily. So I will strongly consider depending on the other placements here. So we're now going to see where the mermaids place. Okay, mermaids have stayed away. So the mermaids will do their second placement before we place our second dwellings. So, okay, so dwarves have gone down here. They've also stayed away from me. I'm surprised. I thought, and they've gone over here. But we can get one of these dwarfs as a neighbor, but it's not ideal. Mermaids have gone down here. They also, so mermaids have no neighbors. Dwarves have no neighbors. Okay, and also I've got no neighbor. So I think the AI is just programmed to give a bit of trouble rather than just sort of giving you a nice, easy neighbor. They sort of, I quite often notice the mermaids place over here, even if they have no neighbors. But it's very difficult for the mermaids because this is obviously a good place for the mermaids, nice and central, but again, they have no neighbors here. Okay, we've got to worry about the halflings' final placement. If they do decide to go here, I'm not too concerned. This one is a problem. It is really going to end up with no neighbors. If I go here, I'm going to have the dwarfs as a neighbor. Now, it's very possible the dwarfs will build through and tunnel through to here and give me a neighbor later on. So I think that this one may be okay. Dwarves may initially tunnel over to here. But I know I'm going to have a neighbor here, so this is where I'm going to go first and build a town around this young dwarf here, and then hope that he tunnels through to here and provides a neighbor for this one to develop the second town, and then join the two towns by grabbing this water spot here. So second initial dwelling here, we might end up with a halfling neighbor, but it's also likely the halflings will put their second dwelling here because it's closer and it's easier for halflings to get the long network, but they don't have a neighbor. So it would be very tempting for the halflings to go here and be my neighbor. I'm happier to get two neighbors, especially as I'm in the middle of the two. If I turn this into a trading post, as halflings and the dwarves start building trading posts and temples, they're going to give me more power. So it will be interesting to see where the halflings go. But as it's the AI, there's a certain random element involved. So they've gone up there and chosen to have no neighbors. So this is going to affect the scoring in the game. The game will be a lower scoring, but perhaps there will be lower competition for the power actions. But there's a lot of power in these bonus tiles. Okay, so mermaids will choose, maybe they'll go for the shipping one here. Oh, they're going for this shipping bonus Okay, so the good ones available here are the 3 power and 1 worker, which will allow me to go for some nice dig power actions. But we have a dig here with a couple of coins, and as we know, coins are very low in this game. Not that it matters to me anyway, but at least I'm taking away coins, and this is a very precious bonus card. I'm taking this away from the halflings, which would really like to have this dig. And I trust that I'm going to leech enough power to get the dig bonuses, or at least one of the dig bonuses as well. So my goal is to have a temple and get another 2 dwellings down. So I'm going to need to have another dig. So there's a good chance that I won't get it, but I'm gambling that I'm going to get the second dig. So I've chosen the dig bonus card. So I've got 1 dig to get another dwelling down, but I want to get 1 more down after getting the temple. So the halflings already have 12 power in bowl 2, which will enable them to take the double dig, which, well, yes, they've taken that straight away. So the double dig's gone. So it's just, and the mermaids will very possibly take the single dig. I can't take it because I don't have enough power in bowl 2. But what I can do is get my temple and grab the earth 1 favor tile, which is very important for the alchemists to get as many bonuses, favor tile bonuses as possible. So there's the earth 1, there's the water 1, and then the air 1. Each provide bonuses, which I'll show you when it comes around to my turn again. So the mermaids have not gone for the dig. They've upgraded to a trading post, which, because they have no neighbors, will cost them 6 coins, which is very uneconomic. And yes, the dwarves are going to give me 2 power here, which will be very useful. So now I have 9 power. I've just leached 2 power from the dwarves as they've built their trading post next to me. My trading post has a power value of 2, so I leached 2 power, and that sent 2 power into 2 extra power into bowl 2. So I now have 9 power in bowl 2, which will allow me to take that dig action. Now I would take the dig action as long as I can guarantee still getting the earth 1 bonus. I need to take that dig action fairly rapidly because mermaids will take it. They have 12 power in bowl 2, but they're equally likely to take the priest bonus. The coin bonus in this game is going to be fairly well contested as well. And the dwarfs with 8 power in bowl 2 can also take a bonus action and compete with me. But if we look, I said I would just show you the favor tiles first. So this is the earth 1 favor tile that is very, very competitively fought over in this game, which gives each time you build a dwelling, you're going to get 2 points. And this is the water 1. Each time you build a trading post, you're going to get 3 points. And this is the air 1. So at the end of each round, you get, if you have 1 trading post, you get 2 points. 2 trading posts, you get 3 points. So getting this early in the game as well, if you're going to have lots of trading posts, is pretty useful as well. So I'm going to get as many of those as possible throughout the game. But my initial concern is getting the earth 1, because all the players will try to get this. So at this stage, it's very important to look at who has a trading post built. Now, everybody has a trading post built. So if I don't grab that earth 1 this time, what will happen is dwarves will likely build a temple and grab an earth 1, and so will halflings. And sorry, first the mermaids are going to be after me. So mermaids will do that, grab earth 1, then the dwarves, then the halflings, and I will missed out on that bonus tile. So this has to be my priority, to get the temple now and grab the earth 1 favor tile, not bonus tile. So there we are. We're going to be first to get the earth 1 here. Now, this increases our likelihood of missing out on the dig bonus. So we might only end up with temple and 2 dwellings, which is a poor start. Okay, so mermaids will grab Earth 1, and now I'm hoping these dwarves grab Earth 1 as well, rather than go for the dig, because halflings can't go for that dig, so therefore I will be lucky. Yes, they've done it. Because halflings have 6 power in bowl 1, and that's all the power they have, they took the double dig. I'm leech 2 power here from the dwarves as they built their temple next to me. I leech 2 power because my temple has a power value of 2. So when people build adjacent to me, I can leech that value equivalent to the power value of this building, which is 2. So yeah, the halflings couldn't take that dig action. So yeah, I could have noticed that before if I wasn't, if I was concentrating a bit better, I'd have noticed there's no way the halflings could have taken that dig action anyway, because all their power is in the first bowl 1. So now I have 11 power in bowl 2, which will allow me to take the power action. Now I still have competition from mermaids and dwarves, so I must take it now. I can't leave it till later and gamble leeching more, and then I'll be able to take more power actions. I should take it now. So I'm going to do the dig, and we're going to dig don't think it matters so much, but I'm going to go here. So it's adjacent to the dwarves. And therefore, if I choose to build a trading post, it's going to be cheaper. Okay, place a dwelling. And then we still have our dig bonus card, which we can dig again. Maybe we can go here and block off the dwarves from forming a town around here next time if they don't take it, but it's fairly difficult for them to dig now. Mermaids will probably take the priest. Okay, they've gone for the coins. Yes, of course. Coins are going to be well contested in this game, so that they've taken the coins over the priest. So the dwarves could they've already got the priest. That might be what happened. Yes, they've already got a priest, so they obviously took it when I wasn't watching. But they have, yep, they've tunneled through to here and given me 3 power points. That's going to help my game a lot. Now I've got the neighbor that I was anticipating here, which will help me build my second town. And yeah, I was anticipating they would tunnel through there, but you can never guarantee it with the AI, which certainly has a random element built in. Okay, so I think that, the priest bonus is still there. I could take it, but I'm going to be burning my power right down. Now, what's the advantage of taking that priest? Let's just have a look at so if I can get up to 4 in the water cult by laying down that priest, then I will get an extra dig. So let's have a look and see. Yes, I'm already on the first step, and the 3-step is available. That's likely to be taken by the dwarves because they have a priest. But I'm going to take the priest and burn some of that power down. Or should I? Yeah, I'm going to go and try and get that. If the dwarves get it, I need to have a plan B. So I could get let's see where the other bonuses are. Yeah, in round 2, just having priests in the cult tracks will get me 2 coins, which is not too important to me as I'm the alchemist. I can make as many coins as I like. But looking at here, the priest will be useful to upgrade my digs, very useful to upgrade my digs for this round. So if I was to get workers here, I'm going to have enough priests, because now I have a temple, I'm going to get priest income to upgrade my digs for this round. So I'm going to get a priest at the end of this round and a priest at the end of this round. I'll be able to upgrade my digs up to full power before round 4. I just need to remember to do that. But workers are very important, really more than coins, but getting priests down in the cult tracks are going to be coins anyway. Workers are very important. So this air cult is also important to me. So I could go in here if I don't get the dig here, which is really tempting actually. If I get to here and then maybe get another priest down and get to 5, that will give me 2 extra workers for round 4. Alternatively, I could let my power go to bowl 3 and get more priests and more workers. I think that that's probably a better idea in this situation, because I think that, well, I'll leave it till the next go to decide that. Alternatively, if I do get that extra dig in round 1, sorry, if I get at the end of round 1, I might be able to lay an extra dwelling down next go, which will give me another 2 workers by the time I get to round 4, which will give me more digging ability. So yeah, the dig in round 1 could be quite useful, because I'm not necessarily going to get many digs in the next turn. So yes, I'll go for this, and then I get the points for moving up the cult as well. I won't necessarily place it there. We'll see how things pan out before it comes to my turn next time. So another expensive trading post from the mermaids. They took all those coins, and they're spending the coins developing a trading post here. Okay, so yeah, the dwarves have placed their priest, presumably. Oh, they've placed it in the fire cult. So if I place it here, I will go straight from step 1 to step 4, which will get me the dig at the end of this round. So, but I don't need to place it now. Oh, yes, I do, because yes, there's a priest here who has a, oh, that's me. Okay, I couldn't see, it was covered up. So yeah, I don't need to place it now because nobody else has a priest. So I could go for this one, although nobody else is going to take it. But let's do the dig action first. It really doesn't make, or actually, yeah, just check the power, because I was just thinking the AI will often burn 5 power to get a priest, but nobody has enough power to burn 5 power. You need to have at least 10 power in bowl 2 to do that. So yeah, just worth checking that, because the AI will often burn 5 power to grab a priest, so they could take that spot away from me. So you really have to, in this game, decide what to prioritize. Oh, now they will take it. Yeah, I've just by building a dwelling here, I then send 2 power to the dwarves, so they now have 10 power in bowl 2. There's a very strong likelihood here of them burning 5 power to grab a priest. You can convert 5 power. If you burn 5 power, you'll send 5 power to bowl 3 and burn that, convert the 5 power into a priest and send it straight away to the cult tracks. So what I can do is press here to reset my go and prioritize the priest to the cult track first. So the water cult here, I'm going to grab this 3 spot, put my priest down there. There he goes. And I've gone to step 4. And that's because I've gone past this 1 power stage here. I was given 1 power, so it's 1 power there. So we've got that. Let's just watch what mermaids do. They're going to pass out of the round. I don't think there's anything else they can do unless they've got some special. Yeah, they're passing out of the round. And will they? Oh, yeah, they can't do a lot now. Is there another power action they can take? I don't think so. Maybe the 2 workers. Okay, they've passed out of the round and gone for the dwelling scoring bonus card. Okay, so I'm going to be the last person to, or the first person, the last player to pass out of the round. The other 3 players are all AIs. computers, not people. But okay, so let's do this dig. And we're going to dig here to prevent the dwarves thinking about building a town around here. If that was a human opponent, maybe they would be thinking about it, but the AI is not really. I find the AI is not too hot on making towns. Okay, so we've achieved our goal of 1 temple and 3 dwellings in round 1. And we've also got the bonus of getting 1 priest down into the cult track, which will give us a bonus at the end of this round. We're going to get a dig and a bonus at the end of round 2 as well. The bonus at the end of round 2 will be 2 coins because I have 1 priest down in the cult track. Okay, so let's see what cards are available here. I can choose the priest, which will be useful to upgrade my digs, which I could do twice next turn. Or I could go for power or power. Now, I'm not going to have any shipping level, so I'm not going to get any score out of this. I don't intend to upgrade my shipping as all my structures so far. Actually, I do have one next to the river, but I don't intend to cross the river at this stage. So so we're going to pass out the round, and we're going to choose exchange our bonus card. So we'll give up this one, and we're going to go for the priest. This one has an extra coin, but coins are not too important to me, and this raises my shipping level up 1 for the next thing. And as I'm not going to be shipping, it's not going to be particularly useful, but the priest is useful for me. So I'll have 2 priests next go. So we'll grab that bonus card. Do I want to use my free shovels? Of course I do. So to continue to develop this town, I think there are no town scoring rounds here. There's no town scoring rounds. So the timing of the town, really the earlier the better, then I can get the points, but more importantly, get any income from the town as well. From taking the town tile, I might get some workers or a priest or some extra income. If I get them earlier on, the benefits of using that to develop more buildings will snowball through the game and give me a higher score. So I'm going to aim to complete a town earlier on. So therefore, I'm going to develop this brown one so that I've already got 4. I will already have 4 structures here, 4 adjacent structures to form a town. It's not going to be built on by anyone else there as well. Something you always think about. The dwarves are not going to be. This is the dwarves' board, and they will not be developing this black because it's going to be 3 digs for them to terraform that to their own color, gray. So, okay, I'm happy with that. First round, very good. So second round, building temples. I'm not sure I'm going to be building a temple here. My goal is to build the stronghold next go. So we're certainly going to be building a trading post. We might be able to finish a town. But my priority is to upgrade my digs because we have a round 4, 2 points for each dig. So potentially I could do a lot of digs in that round. In order to do that, I'm going to need 4 workers, which means I'm not going to be able to build this dwelling here. So I'm not really going to be, if I'm going to be building the temple next round, I'm going to need if I'm going to be building the stronghold next round, I'm going to have a trading post at the end of this round. So I might be wise just to upgrade my digs 1 time and then build a trading post. or not upgrade them at all, go for structures this time. Maybe a trading post and a dwelling. Let's just check. Yeah, I'm not too excited about this bonus because I can have as many coins as I want, because I have the ability to convert victory points into coins whenever I want to. So, but this one might be useful if I can get up on the air cult, but that's going to cost me a priest. I'm not short of priests. I only need to have 2 priests to upgrade my diggings twice, which I need to do before round 4. And so I've got 2 spare priests, because at the end of this round I'm going to get a priest, and at the end of round 3 I'll get a priest too. So I could try and get some progress going on this air cult and grab this 3 spot. Okay, and get 1 power for that. So we've got that, because I'm not going to be upgrading my digs now. I really need to prepare for the stronghold next round. That's the most important thing. So we could go for a dwelling and a trading post. And we'll also think what to do with that extra priest I have here. Okay, so we're going to go for the dwelling first, because that's going to give me an income of an extra dwelling, which is going to be useful. Also, I'm considering completing the town in this go. But if I do that, it means that I'll have, to complete the town, I need to build 2 trading posts. So a trading post has a power value of 2, the temple has a power value of 2, and the dwelling has a power value of 1. So that will get me up to 7 power, which equals a town. But then, because my trading post will be here, next time I want to build a stronghold, I have to build it here rather than contributing to the structures to the next town. So that would be a bit inefficient, just rushing the town, when I can do that next turn. So just wait an extra next round, complete the town next round. That would be pretty good. So next thing is to get a trading post. Worry about the priest later. And then next go, we'll upgrade the trading post here into a stronghold, which will require 4 workers. And now my income is 4 workers. So that'll be pretty good. I might get an extra worker or 2 from the bonus cards. I just saw 1. Yeah, I can get an extra 1 worker, I think I spotted there, by taking this bonus card. The other 3 players have already passed out the round, so they've left this one free for me. So I've got an extra worker there. So I'll have 5 workers, which means I won't be able to upgrade my digs next round. Or I will be able to, because by finishing the town, I will get the town tile with the 2 worker income. So anyway, let's stop thinking ahead and get on with this go. So now I just have the decision whether to play this priest or not. I still will have 2 priests to upgrade my digs twice. So I could go for the air cult and send myself up to 5. So by the end of round 3, I will get 2 workers rather than 1. And obviously I'm developing a nice lead in that cult. Really, as the Alchemists, I'm not really trying to win cults or anything, but if I do, then fair enough. Okay, so now we can pass out of the round. We're going to have, looks like 6 workers in the next round. Really, with the alchemist, we're counting how many workers we can get because I've got this extra one here. Or I could go for the power, 3 power with the 2 coins and do a power action to get 2 extra workers. Let me have a look. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, it's the mermaids certainly aren't going to take that. So yeah, I would be able to do that. So rather than having 1 worker, if I take this one, I can end up with 2 workers and 2 extra coins because I get the 3 power. So at the moment I have a 1 power income. So that will send this 1 power in bowl 1 to bowl 2. So I'll have 5 power in bowl 2. But then if I take this, I'll have 3 power. So 3 in bowl 3 and 2 left in bowl 2, which I will be able to burn one of them to take the 4 power action. I'm gonna take basically I'm going to take this one. So I'm going to need to convert 4 power or use 4 power out of bowl 3 to take the 2 workers. That's my goal next time, to get the extra 2 workers. So rather than taking this bonus card, I'm going to take this one, and then I've got extra 2 coins as well, which is not that important, but I'm not going to say no to it. So we've got plenty of coins. Next round we'll have, we've got 8 now, and it looks like we're going to get maybe 6 more, not 8 more. We're going to have 10. We've got 10 coins, so just 2 more. Okay. So first priority is to grab the 2 extra workers. Then we're going to complete the town by building the stronghold. This round, the bonus is for building a stronghold. And then we need to upgrade digging 1 time. Dwarves don't take the 2 workers. Dwarves have passed out of the round. Okay, they didn't spend much time in this round. They passed out immediately. Okay, even with still plenty of resources and power to spend. So that leaves me to be able to take this. I'm going to have to burn 1 power from ball 2 to send this power here to get 4 into here. So I'm left with 4 power tokens in total, but I have 7 workers now, which is a bit more healthy. Halflings can complete their town, and they take the 2 steps up the cult track town tile. Mermaids are looking in a bit of a mess with their 2 temples. They're well away from me, so I've not really been concentrating too much on what they're doing, because they're not really going to influence me over there. The only thing I'm worried about is them taking power actions, but their power situation is not looking that great either, so I'm not too concerned about mermaids. Okay, and dwarves have passed out of the round, so now we can build our stronghold, complete the town, and I'm going to grab this is the town tile, the bonus for completing the town. This one gives me 7 points and 2 workers. 2 workers will provide some nice digging in the next round. Whoops, mistake there. So I'll just take that, go back. Yeah, there's nothing I can change. I get a bonus of 12 power for building the stronghold. And of course, 4 power to move the 4 into bowl 2, and then another 4 power to move it to bowl 3. That's 8. I still have 4 power left, so I'm wasting 4 power. But yeah, what I was thinking, if I have any power left in bowl 3, I can convert it to coins or something, or maybe workers, before upgrading this trading post into a stronghold. So I just took back the go and doing it again now, after checking that I'm not, there's no other way of doing it. So I got 5-point bonus there for building the stronghold, and I'm going to take this town tile, which will give me a 7-point bonus, and 2 workers. And 12 power. So we wasted 4 power there, but we've got 4 power now in bowl 3. So now my priority really is to upgrade the digging. I could get another priest if it hasn't been taken, which I don't think it will have been. That will allow me to upgrade the digging twice in this go. Or I could lay another dwelling. Or I could send the priest to the cult track and get another worker. But as I have zero power income, having the 4 power in this bowl will allow me to take the same power action to get 2 workers next go. That's also very tempting. So rather than looking at what's available now, I've taken the 2 workers. But if I go for the priest, obviously I could upgrade my digging twice in this round. But I'll think about that. I'll just upgrade my digs once now. Okay, that's going to take 5 coins. Do I have 5 coins? No, 4 coins. So I'm going to convert one of my victory points to a coin first. Rather than converting power to, I could convert 1 power to a coin, but I'm thinking I really want to take that 2 worker power action in the next go, or I still want to be able to consider doing that. So if I take that power out of bowl 3, I won't be able to do that. So, okay, so I really need to, yeah, the halflings have taken the priest. I need to maximize my workers, upgrade, and make sure my digging can be upgraded one more time for the next go, and then do as much digging as possible. Because next go, round 4, if you remember, is the dig bonus. I'll just show you. So here we have the dig bonus in round 4, the next round. So if I've upgraded my digging to full power, that will be a high scoring round. So now maybe I should see what bonus cards are available. And we still have the 3 power 1 worker, or this one's still available with an extra coin on it. I think I'm going to go for this and get an extra worker, and then hope that I can get the worker power action. I think I will, because no way mermaids are going to take it. They're after me anyway, but dwarves might take it. Dwarves certainly might take it, but they're more likely to go for a dig or a bridge first. We'll see why they passed out the round so early anyway. They might go for a bridge, but we'll see. Let's have a look at dwarf situation. Yeah, they might get this bridge over here, which will be useless anyway, because they're not going to complete that town. But we'll see what they do. I'm going to pass out of the round and get this bonus here, which will give me an extra worker and a coin, an extra coin on it. Okay. Maybe I won't be able to take advantage of the trading post bonus. At the end of the round, when I exchange the bonus that bonus card that I just took, if I reach trading post I will get 2 points. But my goal in the next round is not to build trading posts, it's to dig as much as possible. So I won't be getting any of those bonuses. Okay, so in waiting for the other players, the other AIs to complete this round, it's unusual for me to be the to finish a round earlier than the AIs. The AIs usually don't develop a great economy and spend all their power very, very early. For example, the mermaids, they only have 2 power left, which means they can't take any power actions. Mermaid's got 9 bonus there because they had the shipping level victory points bonus card. We'll check out the projected scores very soon, once the income phase is over. Okay, so this is the income phase for round 4 with the dig bonus. So I've got 10 workers and 7 coins and 4 power in bowl 3, so I can take the 2 worker power action. 1 priest, which I will use to upgrade my digs to the strongest power. Okay, so let's just check the projected scores here. So at the moment, I'm in second place with 71, but halflings are in first place here with 83, and the other 2 are pretty much out of the game. So I'm going to take that bonus, the same as I took last time. I'm going to spend the 4 power that I have in bowl 3 to grab the 2 workers. So now I'm up to 12 workers. So potentially it will require 2 workers to upgrade my digs to the 3rd level. So I'll be left with 10 workers, and that will be that gives me the possibility to do 10 digs. I'm not sure I'm going to be digging 10 times, but that will give me possible 20 points because it's 2 points per dig. And because I will be digging so many times, each time the alchemists dig, they get 2 powers. So it's very likely this 4 power in bowl 1 will be over into bowl 3. And so I might be able to convert that to another worker and get an extra dig. Okay, so I'm not going to leech this power. The dwarves have just tunneled under my stronghold and built a dwelling here, adjacent to my stronghold, which is a power value of 3. So I can leech 3 power, but I have to give up 2 victory points, which I'm not going to do because I'm not going to be short of power anyway this round. There's nothing I particularly need in the power actions. So let's start digging. I'm going to start digging places that I certainly don't need to put dwellings in this round. Let's have a look. Next round, we're going to be trying to build a sanctuary. I'm not sure I'm going to be doing that. But then the final round, it's going to be, we're going to be building the dwellings. So we'll have to think very carefully about what to do here. I don't suppose it really matters that much, the order, but I'm going to take this blue one first because the dwarves, at the moment it's blue, it will take them a double dig to convert it to their color. But if I if I try to terraform it to black, then it will be 3 digs away from their color. So they're less likely to steal that one away from me. So that's whoops, made a mistake. I have to take this go back. I forgot to upgrade my digging first. So I need to upgrade my digs one more time first before I'm just getting ahead of myself there. So we've upgraded the digs again. So we're left with 10 workers. This shows the dig level here. It shows that it's going to cost me 1 worker per dig rather than 3. Say the mermaids, it's going to cost them 3 workers per dig here. Who else have upgraded digging? The halflings have upgraded their digs here. 1 time. They may upgrade them again, but they don't have enough coins to do that. And then the dwarves have also upgraded their digs, and they may upgrade them again because they do have enough coins to do it. Let's see if they upgrade the dwarf's turn now. Let's see if they upgrade their digs one more time. AI is thinking double dig. They've gone for the double dig. Please don't take this one. They've taken this one. This is better for them because they can then build a town around here, and they've gone for this too. So it's obviously better for them. They can build a town here, and they can do another terraform here. I'm not going to be taking any of this leeching. Okay, so now I can start to do my digging. So I've got 10 workers left. That's 10 digs. So it's going to cost me 1 worker to dig this one here. I get 2 points and 2 power. Do I want to place a dwelling? No, I don't. There's a very good reason I don't want to, or two very good reasons I don't want to place a dwelling now. First one is this round is a digging bonus, so I need to use my workers for digging rather than placing dwellings. Second reason is I don't want to, if I place a dwelling here, it's going to join up my towns because my second town is going to be this hex, this hex, this hex, and this hex. And if I join the towns up too early, before I form a town here, then it won't be an official town. I won't get the points. I need to form the town and then join the network together. So just doing the terraforming to black moves it 3 digs away from the dwarves, so they're less likely to terraform that to gray. But if they were going to, they would have done it last turn with that double dig anyway. So if that was a human opponent, they probably still wouldn't have done it. They would have done this one here or another one, but not the. Okay, so let's do another dig here. Now, potentially I could get this one. I have 9 digs left. So this is a 1 dig hex, that's, and a 1 dig, so that's 3. So I can get this before the dwarves take it. And that will help me build the second town. I'll then have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hexes in this second town. So it will require more developed structures there. I can have more dwellings, and it'd be very much easier to jump over to here to continue to develop a third town if I want to. I'd only require 2 shipping to get across to here. So, and it'll also impede the dwarfs' development here of a town. They really want this red one to get 4 structures in a row, which will mean they have to bridge over to this red one, which will really give them trouble. So yeah, taking this red hex is good. It's a triple dig for me there. So 6 points and 6 power. So I already have 4 power in bowl 3. Do I want to place a dwelling? No, I don't. So this 4 power in bowl 3, I could also use that possibly to get a power action here. May even be another dig or another worker and 1 coin. It'd be better to get a worker and 1 coin. Halflings, not a lot they can do unless they have some kind of, okay, yes, they can do a dig because they've upgraded their digs to, they did have enough coins to do it. It would have taken them 2 coins, yeah. Okay, so the halflings have upgraded their digs to full strength. So they're also taking advantage of this round, but not so much. They wouldn't have had so many workers. Okay, so now, because I've got 4 power, all this digging, the alchemists get 2 power for each dig. So very quickly, I've got 4 power into bowl 3. So if I convert 3 of those, that power in bowl 3 to an extra worker, so we go here, and we can 3 power convert to 1 worker, this one. And now we're back to 7 workers. Okay, so now I just continue to terraform around here. Wait a minute, this one might be the last one I do, because I could place a dwelling here and then terraform this one. At the moment, I can't terraform this one because I'm not adjacent to it yet. But if I have a structure here, then this is adjacent to me. So I'll continue to consider that. So I'm going to go here first. Okay, so another 2 points and 2 power. So the power will be moving. No, I don't want to place a dwelling. Power's moving across again. So all this is scoring a lot of points. Okay, come on, halflings, you can pass out of the round. Unless you have some kind of, yeah, they do have something. They had a cult step, I think. Okay, so dwarfs, what are dwarfs going to do now? Probably not feeling too happy, this AI. They've taken the dig bonus there. Okay, so now I'm going to grab this one. Again, we got, I don't want to place a dwelling. So another two points and 2 power. And doing the same here will have the same results. I'm going to place a dwelling here, I think. Then that will allow me to grab this one. But this is, yeah, this is, it's not going to really affect whether I win the game in this case. But to build a town, already having 5 hexes is good. So really, I don't need to place that dwelling there. Just need to think about what I'm going to do next round. I could get the, yeah, I could get the this, and then build some trading posts if I get the water 1 bonus. So let's just dig this and not place. I've got to make sure my worker income is high enough next round because I've only got 4 worker income. So I'm thinking of placing 1 dwelling here. We just go for digs. It's all very fun, but we do need to think about the economy for the next round. Okay, 2 points, another 2 power. Now we have 4 power again in bowl 3. We're going to place a dwelling now, so an extra 2 points there. Before we pass out of this turn, we're going to just have a look at the projected scoring here. So I'm in last place here with 75 points, and the dwarves are in first place with 93. So we need to do something about that, but still early days. Okay, so the other players have passed out the round, so I'm going to terraform this one. Shall I build a dwelling there? So that leaves me with, whoops, made a mistake there. So we'll just take the round back and just notice the power. Always keep an eye on the power. I can convert this to get an extra worker. So we will do the conversion now. So 3 power to 1 worker again. And sorry, 3 power to a worker. And then we can now terraform this yellow spot here. I can get another worker if I want to. Okay. So turning this eastern continent my color. All right, so I'm going to terraform this 1 time first. That will give me another 2 power. So I'll have 4 power in this bowl again. So rather than waste power, I'm going to just terraform it to brown. And then I can convert. Yeah, now I have 4 power back in this bowl. So I can convert. Can I do that now? Grab. Yeah, I can do that now. Just grab another worker. So I'm still on 2 workers. This is an interesting round, getting all these digs. Okay, so now I have 2 workers. Maybe I could lay a dwelling as well. So we're going to get this to black. So another 2 points and another 2 power. Yeah. Just notice what I could do is use this last one here to terraform this one. Then I'll get another 2 power, which allows me to get another worker, which allows me to place, which will allow me to place a dwelling. So I think that might be the way to go. So we're going to terraform this hex here. We're going to change it to blue, which will get me another 2 points and another 2 power. So I now have 2 power in bowl 2 and 2 power in bowl 3, which would allow me to get another worker, which would allow me to get another dwelling on the board. But doing that will burn one worker, so I'll only be one power, so I'll only be left with 3 power. Now, there's a certain disadvantage in that, because I can use that. If I still have 4 power, I can use my power to grab power actions in the future, but I can't see myself getting power actions in the future because I don't want to leech power. And yes, I still could by doing another dig here and send, yeah, by doing the digging, I can get power. That's the way I want to get power, but I'm not sure I really want to be burning power. I have an advantage here that I can, you know, over mermaids, for example, who only have 2, I have access to more power actions if I keep it at 4. So let's just take this, go back, and I'm going to consider placing a dwelling here. Okay, our worker income is 5. Let's just check what bonus cards are available. We have the 3 power and 1 worker. 1, 2, 3, 1 worker. And we have the priest. Nothing particularly good, to be honest. But what can I expect if I'm the last one to pass out the round? Okay, so the worker will be useful for me. Okay, so I'm going to go for the dwelling here. Okay, so we're going to convert 2 victory points into coins and grab another dwelling. We're going to put it here. Okay, so we do that, and then we're going to move, pass out of the round. Wait a minute, we're going to take the 3, yeah, okay. So we're going to go for 3 power and 1 worker. Or I could go for the priest. Let's just see what the extra value of the priest will be. Yeah, if I go for the priest, I can progress up the fire cult. Let's just see what's left in the fire. No, the fire cult has already been hotly contested. So the priest has less value to me. So I'm going to still go for the 3 power and 1 worker, which will allow me to get an extra worker, I think. I should have 3 power in bowl 3, but it won't allow me to get the 2 worker power action that I've been taking pretty much quite regularly recently, because I still don't have 4 power in bowl 3. I need to get 1 more leech, which is very possible now. Now the dwarfs are playing, they might get a trading post. Okay, I've leached that 1 power, so now I have the 4 power in. There we are. So now I have the 4 power in bowl 3. I can get an extra 2 workers. And then I can build my sanctuary and still make good progress for this town. Now, with this town, I'm not going to build dwellings this round. I remember the final round, round 6, is with a dwelling bonus. So if I build trading posts and maybe a temple or something, then that might be the way to go. Then I'll be able to build more dwellings in the next round. So now just get that 4 power for 2 worker bonus. So I'm now up to 9 workers. Yeah, it's interesting playing the Alchemists with the temple opening. Most people would go for the stronghold opening with the Alchemists, but it's when you've got an option to choose black, most people would go for the Darklings. So it's interesting to take the Alchemists and try to learn how to play those better with the temple opening rather than just picking the Darklings. Okay, so we have 9 workers and 7 coins. And in this round, we're trying to build Sanctuary Stronghold. If I build my Sanctuary here, it's not really helping with my town. So what I could do is do here a trading post, then a temple, and then a sanctuary. And that will contribute to my second town here, which will give me more choice later on if I build this second town earlier, whether to try to build a third town. Now that's a bit ambitious now, we're in round 5, but let's have a look. How many workers will it require? It's going to require 8 workers, 2 workers for the trading post, 2 workers for the temple, and 4 workers for the stronghold. Let's just show you that by looking at the player board. The trading post requires 2 workers here. The temple requires 2 workers, and the sanctuary, not stronghold, the sanctuary requires 4 workers. So we need a total of 8 workers, and we have 9 workers. So we can do that. So what I'm going to do is choose which of these to give. Now, if I develop this one, we're giving him 1 leech each time. Here, we're giving him 2 leech each time, which he may not take. We're going to give him 1. I don't think it's possible he will take it. If it was round 6, I would certainly give him 2 leech and be fairly safe in the knowledge that he will probably decline the leech. Mermaids might send a priest, as they have no coins. Yeah, they've sent a priest, and they've moved up the water cult. And they will probably dig or something. Knowing the halflings AI, they do like to dig or send this priest. Okay, halflings AI choose to dig, unsurprisingly, and build another dwelling. Okay, so now we can go for our temple. Okay, to do that, I'm going to have to get rid of some of these horrible victory points. So I only convert 1 victory point to a coin. So I have 5 coins here. Now I can build my temple. And I'm going to go for... It's a difficult one, because if I go for this one, am I going to be building any more of these trading posts? Now I can... Yeah, will I be building any more? Can I still compete in the cult tracks? I don't think I'm going to get very far in the cult tracks. So we can pretty much forget about the cult tracks. So really, there's not a lot of wonderful choice here, because in the final round, I'm going to be building dwellings, but perhaps I will still have some left over to build a trading post, but I doubt it. We are going to finish another town. That will give us an extra possible 2 workers. We'll go for this, water 1, and possibly we'll be able to build a trading post. As I said that, my plan in this go was to build a trading post, so... But I won't have enough workers to do that unless I convert this priest to a worker. Then I will have enough. So that might be the way to go. Actually, yeah, I'll have to do that to complete the town. Okay, thinking aloud there. Now the halflings may do another dig, sort of work out what they're going to do, or send the priest. Okay, they do another dig. This time they won't be building, or they will. Okay, so let's have a look. Now we can build the sanctuary. To do the sanctuary, I think I'm going to need 6 coins. So that's 6 of my victory points will go here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Not necessarily the best choice, but I think it will still score me points because then I can get the air 1 and make sure I build a trading post. That will still score me points. Yeah, because air 1 will score me 4 points if I build a trading post in this round, 2 points at the end of this round and 2 points at the end of round 6. So I'm still making a profit on that, even though I just spent 6 victory points. And then for building the trading post, I'll get the 3 points also for the water 1 bonus I have. So it's pointless trying to compete in this cult tracks because the other players are just sending their priests to the cult tracks at ridiculous rates. So I'm going to convert the priest to a worker and then 3 victory points. So now I have 2 workers and 3 coins, and I can build a trading post here, which will get me 3 points plus 2 at the end of this round. And then now we can see what the other players have left me. It might have been better to try and pass out of the round earlier. I should have looked at that. I should have analyzed what bonus cards were available. I don't think a good one was available, to be honest, but just saw where the mermaids passed out the rounds. It's my turn now. So what is available? We have the shipping scoring card available, or we can try and hold on, but I don't think we can hold on to get the dwelling one, which will be the best one to get. No, we've got no more actions we can take anyway. So we just have to see what else is available. Whoops. Okay, so we are going to not get this one, not get this one. This would be the best one for us to take. We might waste a bit of power. Yeah, we'll waste 1 power by taking that, but then we can upgrade the shipping twice for 6 points for this, and then plus the usual points for upgrading shipping. So when you play the AI, it's difficult to get the best bonus cards because they have such a weak economy. They pass out the rounds early and grab the best bonus cards. So I suppose that's one disadvantage of playing the AI. A human opponent might you might have more options to more easily get the best bonus cards. In saying that, the halflings had the best one and they passed out the round after me anyway. So it's not always the case, just a general rule. Okay, so this is the final round. I've spent quite a few victory points on coins. So let's just have a look how the projected scoring is going. And I'm in 4th place here with 87. So we've got some catching up to do here. Okay, so we can complete another town. That should help. So I'm going to build a dwelling here, which will get me 4 points plus completing the town. Now I could, because it's the last round, I don't necessarily need to go for income. I've got only 3 workers, but the 11 is probably the best one for me unless I go for shipping, which will give me 4 points plus the 3 bonus plus 2 points for upgrading shipping, and then I can possibly go over here, but I'm not short of places to build. So I'm thinking the 11 points is the best. Okay, so that takes us a bit higher. We're now at 101, so okay, so we can lay 3 more dwellings down, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, potentially 4 more dwellings, but we've only got 3 more workers. Oh, we could get 4 more workers by this. I would rather be able to get the 2 worker power action though. Yeah, I can convert 3 power into an extra worker. So I can lay 4 more dwellings down, which will get me a considerable amount of points. This the cult tracks there are being hotly contested there by the AI. So we've completed the town, so we might as well get this one and see how far that will pick us up on the longest network. So now we're not even registering on here, but we need to have 9 or more structures to start getting, well, to beat mermaids won't be difficult, but we need to be aiming for the 18 points here. So we need to get more than 9 structures. So I'm going to join my 2 towns that have been completed together by putting a dwelling in here. That should help. We get 4 points for the dwelling, and we have 9. Now we're equal on here. So we're now up to 111. So we're now in first place, and we're still a bit more scoring to go. What I could do, yeah, I'm thinking I can use the 2 priests to upgrade shipping 2 times. But that will cost me converting victory points, so I have to make sure that's profitable. As I have the shipping, upgraded shipping bonus card, that might be what I do, but I don't have to consider that now. Now it's really all about getting this longest network, and at the moment we're all tied on 9 structures. So I can, will mermaids build another structure here? It doesn't really affect me, but yes, they will, because mermaids are in 4th place when it comes to the network. So now I can build another dwelling. Doesn't really matter where I build it. Just think about how much power I'm giving other people, but they're not going to leech it anyway. So if I go here, another 4 points and more points because now I'm in first place in the network. So I'm now projected to get 125. I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dwellings on the board, so I can lay 2 more dwellings, which will get me 6 more points, not 4 more points, because I'm going to have to convert my lovely victory points into coins. Now, what I could do is find a way to leech 2 more power to get 4 power into bowl 3, and then get the coins power action. If it hasn't been taken by another player, it probably has, but we'll see when it comes around to my turn. That will mean I won't need to convert so many victory points. I can upgrade my shipping 2 times. Yeah, the coin power action hasn't been taken. So if I can leech 2 more power by sending a priest, but then I'll only have 1 priest. So maybe that's not the best way to go. Maybe I'm still better to keep building these dwellings for now. If the dwarves upgrade a trading post and give me a power, that would be useful. So I'm now on 0 workers, 0 coins. but I can get another worker here. Okay, so we can build another dwelling. 125. Let's see, we build another dwelling here by, it will cost me a bit, but I still make a 2-point profit. So what I'm going to do is burn 1 power to send 3 power to ball 3, convert 3 power into a worker, convert 2 victory points into 2 coins, and lay my final dwelling here, which will give me 4 points, but a profit of 2 points because I spent 2 of my points. So we now are on 126, so we just got 1 point because I spent the resources as well. Okay, so now I can upgrade my shipping 2 times. It will cost me 8 victory points to do that. So we're not going to make a massive profit out of it. Okay, so let's do the conversion here. We need to do 8 coins. So 8 victory points are going to go here. In round 6. Okay, we're on 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need to make those 8 back and more, obviously. So we upgrade the shipping once and we get 2 points plus 3 bonus, so 5 points. So thinking about that, maybe we're not going to make an awful lot of profit because we are spending resources as well. But we might make only 1 or 2 points, I think, at the end. Okay, maybe building a trading post might have worked out better, but now we're getting 3 points and, well, another 3, that's 6. So the score should be lower now, 122. But now when we pass out of the round, we're going to get another 2 and 6, another 8 points. So that takes us to 130. So interesting. Round 4 was very interesting, doing all that digging, obviously starting with the temple. But I think the Alchemists, an interesting one to play. Maybe they could have scored a lot higher than that. But I enjoyed playing that one because you're sort of experimenting rather than doing the sort of set way to play. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, congratulations. And yeah, see you next time.